lucky enough to be travelling around Malaysia, and today I'm getting a glimpse of the traditional Malaysian life at the Sarawak Cultural Village on the island of Borneo. The Sarawak Cultural Village is a living museum which showcases the diverse ethnic cultures and customs of Sarawak's Indigenous groups. Lee, what is this?
This is a bamboo bridge from the Bidayu tribe to cross a river.
Rosley Suleiman is my guide, and he's showing me around the traditional houses known as longhouses, which represent the different ethnic groups of Sarawak.
Welcome to the Ebon Longhouse.
Wow. And there's one thing that stands out when you first enter.
But look at here. There's a human skull hanging there.
Yes, you heard that right. Human skulls.
When they kill the enemy, they chop the head and bring it home.
What? Some of the Indigenous tribes were known to collect human skulls in the past as part of their cultural practices. Headhunting was often carried out as part of intertribal warfare or to avenge the death of a tribe member.
And this skull is actually a trophy from the war.
I don't think I'd like to stay here at night. Now, these skulls aren't actually real, and thankfully, this practice doesn't take place anymore. It's believed that as many as 60 families lived in some of the longhouses such as this one, which belonged to the Yaban people. So all these doors, this is where the individual families would live?
Oh yeah, one door for one family.
Kind of like apartment living.
Oh yes.
Well, Lee, this house is so different to the Yaban house we just saw.
Oh yes, it's tall on stoop because of flood. One. Second is because of enemy. And third is because of the wild animal.
I think I'd feel quite safe up there.
Oh, yes.
Lee, what's this one then?
So this is what we call it clearing. And it's a tomb. And it's only for a very important person.
So from the top they go in?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
They make a big hole there.
The Sarawak Cultural Village is a great place if you want to learn about the unique traditions of the people of Sarawak. But it's also an absolutely stunning location to cook a Malaysian stir-fry dish called Manicai. The other day I was at a hawker market and I had the most delicious, what I thought was a spinach dish. In fact, it was this very interesting leaf. This is Manicai. It really just looks like your common shrub, but it is full of flavour. It's got that irony flavour, it's salty, it's savoury, it's delicious. So I'm going to try and replicate the dish I had at this hawker market. It's a combination of garlic, so I'm just going to finely chop the garlic, along with some chilli. And they didn't use your regular long chilli. They used bird's eye chilli. It has to have a bit of heat to it. I'm keeping the seeds in it. They probably added a little bit more than I'm going to add, but I do love heat, but just not too hot. So I'm just going to balance it out a bit by just adding one. And we're going to stir fry everything together with some eggs. So I've just been heating up a pan. You could also use a wok. A good amount of oil and in with our garlic and chilli. We just want to let that sizzle, but we don't want to burn it, so keep an eye on it. Okay, put that to one side. And while that's cooking, I want to crack 2 eggs, and I'm just going to crack the eggs straight into the bowl. We're just going to scramble the eggs. There's something really creamy about eggs when they're scrambled, and when they're mixed with this spinach, it's just the best dish. Give those eggs a whisk, and then we can add the eggs next. So just twirl the pan and pour the eggs in. Okay, now this is when we want to work quite fast. So we'll spread the egg around, give it a shake. You can break it up with a fork. I'll add a little bit of chicken stock. This is chicken stock powder, just to give it that savoury, salty flavour, so you don't need to add any more salt. And now for the Manicai. So I've just washed these leaves, and traditionally here, how they cook this is to bruise and break up the leaves. You can see they're very small leaves, but by bruising it, we're extracting so much of the flavour. Sprinkle that in, and just like spinach, it's going to wilt and break down, squeezing that in, allowing some of that water to go in. We're gonna get little pieces, so don't chop this. Bruising it is fine. Now, if you do want to make this at home, of course you can use spinach. It works just the same, it's just a little bit different in flavour. You could also find some water spinach would work really nicely with this. Okay, now some sugar and a splash of water. And I want to break up that egg so it cooks in with the Manicai. Give it a bit of a toss. Wow, look at that. And it's ready to go. So we'll just plate this up. Big bowl of this. You know, this is a dish that I had as part of a banquet, so it was a side dish. But I could see myself making this at home as a breakfast. Those scrambled eggs, the wilted greens. My Malaysian friends say when they're missing home, this is what they crave. Manicai.